Hello, and welcome to a new video. Humans are intelligent, but what about animals? Watch along as we discuss the 10 smartest animals in the world. 10. Rats. It's no coincidence that rats have long been used as laboratory test animals. Despite the fact that their brains are little and immature, their minds function similarly to humans, and their brain structure is similar as well. They can find their way through mazes, memorize routes, and complete difficult multi-step tasks. Rats are also sociable creatures. They show signals of despair and loneliness when they are left alone. Because of their psychological and social features, rats are one of the most intelligent creatures. 9. Pigeons. The next species on our list is pigeons, who are often known as flying rats. The reasons for their inclusion on this list, however, are entirely different. Pigeons have been observed to recognize their own reflections, indicating a high level of self-awareness. They have the ability to recall specific people and locations for months, if not years. Because of this memory, pigeons have been used to send messages over large distances for millennia. Pigeons can recognize all of the letters of the English alphabet and can tell the difference between two people in a photograph. 8. Crows. Crows, like pigeons, are extremely intelligent creatures who have also served as messengers. They can utilize complicated group tactics like flanking motions when fighting other animals. Crows can learn to communicate and have a good memory. Crows have been recorded altering their travel patterns to avoid potentially dangerous areas, and crows have even been spotted remembering garbage routes and schedules in order to steal a quick nibble from the trucks. Crows have the largest brains of any bird species and have been shown to recognize human faces. They can use tools despite their obvious lack of hands and arms. In fact, the New Caledonian crow makes a knife to help separate leaves and grass. This species also employs the usage of a hook and line to obtain difficult-to-come-by food sources. 7. Pigs. On our list of the 10 smartest animals, pigs have beaten dogs to the top spot. Pigs have an IQ that is comparable to that of a toddler, which is significantly greater than that of dogs. At the age of 6 weeks, they can understand the idea of reflection, which takes human toddlers months to master. Pigs interact with each other using roughly 20 different noises, and mother pigs sing to their babies while they eat. Pigs react to emotion and, when appropriate, even show empathy, which is a highly rare animal trait. 6. Octopus. The only invertebrate animal on our list of the world's most intellectual animals is the octopus. You might be wondering, as the only member of its class listed here, how intelligent an octopus is. Captive octopi have been recorded employing high-order planning with multiple stages to escape imprisonment, and others have been spotted purposely splashing water onto items outside of their aquarium. They've even thrown rocks at glass and managed to open screw-on lid jars. These cephalopods are quite cunning. 5. African gray parrots. The African gray parrot is the most intellectual bird on this list of the most clever animals. These parrots, who are reported to be as smart as a 5-year-old human, can learn human speech and have a large vocabulary, up to hundreds of words. African greys can also be taught the distinctions between big and little, different and alike, and over and under. They also have spatial thinking skills, can recognize and identify objects and colors, and can be taught the differences between big and small, different and alike, and over and under. The African gray parrot is a popular pet that may be found all over the world in a tamed state, but they are native to the Central African rainforests. 4. Elephants. Elephants are known for their long memories, but they are also among the smartest animals on the planet. Elephants have a sophisticated social structure, and it has been observed that they participate in burial rites and mourn the loss of departed family members. Elephants, like people, use tools and self-medicate. They'll eat specific plant leaves to alleviate illnesses and even induce labor. They're also one among the few animals that can act altruistically. The bulk of animals are unable to process the abstract reasoning required for such activities. If they believe it will save the rest of the herd or their children, elephants will offer up their life. 3. Chimpanzees. Our closest genetic ancestor is ranked third on this list of the most intelligent animals. Chimpanzees are native to sub-Saharan Africa, and they share 98% of our DNA. Chimps are expert tool users, and it has been seen that they improvise tools out of found objects to achieve what they require. Psychological techniques are also used by these great apes, who manipulate members of their own families to perform specific tasks. Adult members of a family unit were discovered teaching their young sign language, which is a unique fact about chimps. The most fascinating element of that discovery is that it happened without any human assistance or prodding. The chimps taught the children sign language and used it to communicate among themselves. 2. Bottlenose dolphins. Although the bottlenose dolphin is usually regarded as the smartest mammal, it comes in second on this ranking. What is the intelligence level of a dolphin? To be honest, it varies. There are more than 8 different species of dolphins, but only the bottlenose dolphin made the cut. They are the only dolphins who do not have fused cervical vertebrae, allowing them to make human-like head-nodding gestures. Dolphins, in addition to being easily trainable, can recognize themselves in mirrors, notice unfamiliar marks on their bodies in a reflection, remember scenes on television, and have an excellent memory. After a 20-year hiatus, dolphins remembered a mate's cries. The top 2 reasons for the bottlenose dolphin's high rating on this list are quite extraordinary. When they come into contact with other dolphin species, they use a common language to communicate, and they have even been spotted interacting with humans and false killer whales to boost their hunting effectiveness. 1. Orangutans. The orangutans are at the top of the list for a very special reason. Like chimps, orangutans can use tools, learn sign language, and have complex social systems that involve rituals. What sets them apart is their cognitive ability to understand why a certain behavior is made. When an orangutan was nurtured in captivity, he was taught how to use tools and build a small structure. When he was released into the wild, researchers saw the same orangutan inventing tools out of what he could find and building a similar structure to give rain shelter. It's no wonder that the orangutan is so intellectual, given that it shares nearly 97% of its DNA with humans. They use the most advanced tools when compared to other animal species. After being taught to use a hammer and nails, orangutans have even learned to utilize a hose to siphon liquids. They are native to Indonesia, but they are highly endangered due to habitat destruction.